Hello, my name is Sebbi and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Monday, September 9th, 2024. I left off in the middle of the first full day in the Faroe Islands. I took my lunch break at a small parking spot right next to the fjord, with a fantastic view to the small and very old village named Bur. Also, I had a fantastic view along the fjord out to the open sea. The sun was shining, the wind was calm, so it was a perfect spot for my lunch break. After finishing my lunch break, I wanted to visit the remaining two villages on the island of Vagar. So I continued driving east until I reached the first village to the east of the airport on Vagar Island. The village wasn't that impressive, so there wasn't so much to see that really sparked my interest. However, the village had a somewhat bigger supermarket with a better selection. This was a very important finding. Now I had two supermarkets in somewhat close proximity at my disposal, which is very good, especially when you need to find your food and everything you need on a daily basis, more or less. I mean, I could have shopped for multiple days, but wanted to be open for whatever the next day brings, that I can then make the decision what I like to get. So after realizing, okay, here's not much going on in this village, I continued on to the last village on the island. This village also was not super exciting. It had a somewhat nice church, but nothing really that sparked my interest either. I looked at my digital map to see whether there are maybe some other interesting points of interest in the vicinity of the two villages. There's of course the trailhead for a very cool hike along the banks of a big lake that ends basically very close to the edge of a cliff and even flows with a waterfall into the Atlantic Ocean. So this is a very cool hike. I can fully recommend this hike. But since I knew that the weather forecast for the next day was so much better than my first on the first full day, I decided, okay, I will save that hike for the next day and just see if I can find maybe something else I can explore. To the very east of the last village on the island of Vagar, I saw a spot that marked a perfect or an interesting view to a landmark. So I thought, okay, let's get there and see what this Trollfinger called landmark is all about. It's a very pointy part of the cliff that really sticks out like a finger, hence I guess it's called Trollfinger. So this was cool. It was a short hike, so it was not really difficult or time consuming. I think it was maybe 20 minutes to half an hour or something like that, with taking some photo and video stops. Got there, got to this vantage point. It was nice. It was definitely cool to see this troll finger. But at the same time, it was also not a perfect plain view to that landmark. You had to look basically a little bit around the corner, so it was alright, but nothing breathtaking. Still very cool, very nice hike. Walking along there, enjoying the views, enjoying the scenery, taking in the view down to the fjord, and finally getting to the vantage point, seeing the troll finger, which is still a super cool pointy rock. I found it interesting. There was a sign that said so far only, I don't know, 11 people or so managed to ascend that troll finger. So it seems to be also a very complicated climbing target. And apparently people are climbing up there, but not many, as it's apparently very difficult. So if you are a vested climber, maybe that's a challenge you're looking for. So with what is that? The waterfall isn't complete, but okay. Okay, waterfall guy, I accept what you do. With the troll finger being explored, I basically got at least at this point of my knowledge, got the most important things done on Varga Island, besides the hike to that, or along the banks of that lake. So that I was then thinking, okay, what to do next? I still have a couple of more hours in that day. So I came up with the idea, okay, let's have a visit of the capital of the Faroe Islands, Tórshavn. I selected the big parking area next to the harbor as my destination and started to drive there. Although I saw it on the map, I was somewhat expecting it to be a bit bigger, so to say. So I was really surprised as I got to Tórshavn how small actually the capital is, how small the roads are, and that the traffic even wasn't too crazy there. So this was cool. It was very nice. Got to the parking area. One cool thing about the Faroe Islands, the fact that the parking is always free. At least I haven't found a parking area where I had to pay a fee for parking there. That's cool. This is super nice. You just have to have this park indicator, the time indicator when you started your parking duration set up for the time when you start your parking time. But that's about it. So got to Tórshavn, started to explore it. I first walked a little bit along the harbor. Then I thought, okay, there are some shops marked on my map. Let's see how shopping is in Faroe Islands. I guess coming from, well, Germany with lots of big shopping and so on, I interpreted more into those shops displayed on my map than they actually were. I mean, I'm quite sure they're great shops. I didn't really go into one of those shops. But everything was so small, basically. So I was really quickly done with the with my tour through the shopping area. So I continued on to the old town, which is really beautiful. I fully recommend going to the old town. There's also the government of the Faroe Islands located in those old buildings. This was nice to walk through because those historic buildings really look cool. They are full of history, and yeah, it gives you a neat feeling, a nice feeling. Oh, it's cool to walk through those old streets, seeing all those old houses with the grass-covered roofs and so on. Cool thing, very cool thing. After finishing the old town, I looked on my map and I saw, okay, there are some cafes nearby. Let's have a stop for a coffee. Let's have a quick coffee break there before driving to my Airbnb, I guess. That's what I did. They had an offer for cookies, so it were really big and nice, soft chocolate-like cookies. They perfect, really great. It was just so funny. Like, okay, I ordered my coffee, then I said, and I like to have one of your cookies, and the shop owner was at first a little bit confused, and I pointed at their blackboard where they have in very colorful writing the information. Hey, we have cookies for 30 Danish crowns. I don't know, something like that. And I pointed to say, yeah, I want these colorful cookies, please. So I got my big cookie, and she had a laugh about my request. I guess because I'm not quite sure why she found it so funny that I said your colorfully advertised cookies or so. Anyways, got them. Had a nice rest there, nice coffee time there. It was also interesting to watch some of the other customers, as there were two other travelers were using the coffee shop, I guess, for checking all their footage from their drones and so on. So they had lots of video equipment, and they were doing lots of hard work or whatever kind of work there, browsing through their footage and so on. It was fun to watch. And yeah, after finishing my coffee and my cookie, I drove home. Yes, I drove home to have some dinner and edit the next YouTube short video. So this was the first full day on Iceland, not Iceland, on the island of Vagar, but in the Faroe Islands. The next day, which for some reason also was my birthday, I woke up to perfect weather. I started the day with a nice workout. It's kind of fun to see that almost every bigger village, so to say, has their own football stadium. So this was fun to see that, okay, football is apparently a very big thing in your country. So I thought, okay, football stadium looks like a cool place. I'm out in the nature. I have a perfect view around. Let's get there. So did my workout on the artificial grass of that football area. Oh, really nice. It was warm in the sun, but not too warm. It was a bit windy, so that you weren't sweating too much, but it also wasn't too windy that you're freezing. It was really a great spot for doing the workout. After having finished it and having enjoyed my breakfast, it was finally time to get to the trailhead for the hike along the river. No, it's big, but it's not a river. It's a lake. Along the lake, also called the floating lake because it's right at the cliff, and if you have a drone and the right perspective, it looks a little bit like the lake is floating above the cliffs. So was really beautiful hike, was very nice hike. Was super warm, so I don't have something to offer. So I was just wearing shorts and t-shirt and felt super comfortable with that. I'm not feeling that comfortable about your village, my friends. You're aware of the fact that you have a huge hole and you can drop into lava. I hope they are aware of that. Man, those villagers are crazy. Oh, they have some turtles. They have baby turtle. How cute is that? Oh, that's sweet. That's very sweet. Baby turtle. Oh, that's cute. Alright. Blacksmith. Did I already talk to you? You have at least some dyed leather paints. Cool. Yeah, so the walk was really fantastic. Was really great. There were some fantastic views down the cliffs. There were some great views to the lake. It felt a little bit like the water level on the lake was a bit low because it did not feel that dramatic with the situation that the lake really goes to the edge of the cliff or so. So I guess if it would have rained or so the last few days, it would have been more impressive, but I still found it super cool. It was really an amazing hike. I can really recommend doing that. So many great views, such a great time, especially when the weather is perfect like it was on that day. So yeah, really enjoyed that. After having finished the hike, which didn't take so long. I mean, it still took me like in total 3 hours or so, but most of the time was not spent walking, but rather standing at the edge of the cliff, enjoying the views. And yeah, just taking in the scenery. The distance itself was not really a big problem. So after having completed that, I decided to continue on to the next island, where I marked some other spots of significance. There was especially one place that was basically at the end of a fjord, with a beach at the very end where the village also is located. So thought I need to go there. Also from that village you have a fantastic view to, once again, some rocky cliff formations called the Giant and the Witch. Oh dang. I already forgot how that rock formation was called, but it's really cool. You see two big rocky things sticking out in front of the cliff from that beach. So this is very cool. Also very cool was the drive there. Yes, the roads were very small, and at some point they even had traffic lights, so that the road could only be used in one direction, as it's otherwise too small and you're driving along the very edge of a cliff. This was also like a true adventure getting out there. I made, of course, several stops on my way out to that cliff to take in the scenery, to see a little bit more of the islands, or to get somewhat of a good overview over the islands by having a stop at a elevated point, because you also had to drive sometimes a little bit up the mountain, so to say. And yeah, so I really took my time to get to that little village with the beach at the end of a fjord. I had to stop at a waterfall, which I explored. At this particular waterfall, I saw again the travelers with their fancy drones. So they were also, this time they were not sitting in a cafe, but they were actually doing some drone work, and were, I guess, filming something, or I'm not quite sure what they did. They had their drone remote controls in their hand, but I haven't heard a drone flying about or so I'm not quite sure if they were actually filming or if they were just browsing through the footage or so they could. Anyways, it was really a nice waterfall. Then, as I said, I came to this very narrow road along the cliffs with at first a quick parking spot for seeing already from the cliff these two rock formations, Giant and Witch, or however they're called. Then descending down to the village. And the village itself is also somewhat of a historic village. They found some graves of Vikings nearby. Of course, today you don't see much, but a couple of rocks lying on the ground. So it was not super impressive or so, that grave of the Vikings, but still looked very... just the knowledge, the awareness of it made it cool. And yeah, then I got to that beach, walked a little bit along the beach, once again took in the scenery, took in the perfect view. As it was my birthday, I bought some cake at the bigger supermarket with a better selection. And I, of course, had to have a cake break, birthday cake break at the Black Beach with a fantastic view out to the ocean. This was fantastic. It was really great. I was sitting there until the sun sank behind the adjacent mountains, as of course that village at the end of the fjord was surrounded by mountains. So I waited until there was basically sunset for that village before beginning my journey home. And this concluded the second full day in the Faroe Islands. Very spectacular. I can't really say that it was the best day, but it was definitely a day that was super fantastic. It was really great. All the days were great, but having first this hike, then the drive out to that small little village at the end of the fjord, seeing those fantastic views from higher elevated positions, stopping at waterfalls, getting to that village, being at the beach, seeing waves and so on, having cake break. Yeah, this was a great day. So second day was really fantastic. And like the other days, the second day also ended with editing of a video. Why are there two Endermen on my on my island? That's not good. That's bad. That's very bad. Go away. And so ends this episode. Next time we will continue with the third day of my Faroe Islands experience adventure. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you're joining me next time. Until then, My name is Sebbi. Can I go to bed without attracting that spider? I hope so. Oh dear. Enderman. So yeah. Oh, of course. Yes. Steal the dirt. Alright. Why? Why are they doing this? I hope I can go to bed without making them angry. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Sebbi. Shoot. Okay. Can you please teleport away? Ah. See you!